Hey everyone, in this video we're going to be looking at the FPS performance and benchmark of the nightly build of Crossover 21 in Grand Theft Auto. So the previous test I did was running on parallels, and we're going to be also doing this off battery. So I'm actually just laying on my couch watching the Packers game, and let's just test out how this performance runs off battery. So kind of giving you an idea there of the load times, even with the fast SSD, it still takes a while with crossovers, and that's something I've seen with other games. So something to keep in mind when you're gaming is there just seems to be some layer that interrupts the full access of SSD speeds. But yeah, right off the bat, pretty smooth gameplay. And actually, you're in for a surprise when we check out. Let me just park the car real quick and let's check out the settings. So pretty much everything was set to high, and I can't get sometimes the resolutions is weird, so I can't actually get 1080p, so this is the closest thing. And why don't we just go ahead and dial everything up. Let's see what the M1 Max can push to the limits. And notice the video memory at the top has full access to the 32 gigabytes, everything high, everything ultra. And I'm pretty sure that in the shadows that the higher the setting is to have softer shadows. So not only am I going to have all these settings that you're reading on the screen bumped up to high, but we're gonna go ahead and just bump up these things as well. Extended distance scaling. You know what? I got the 32 gigabyte max. Let's just push it to the limit, see what happens. And I hit accept. No editing here, just straight from hitting accept and letting it load or render. Kind of is instantaneous, and a little bit more details there. You see, whoa, the plane, just that long distance shadows, just does that make it worth it? I think so. So yeah, really amazing stuff we're seeing here from an basically integrated GPU. Again, Crossovers has issues showing FPS, so I'd have to use like a video analyzer like TRP drop or something like that, but just based on visual inspection, I'm getting about 30 FPS, and I confirmed this later kind of in the benchmark. So I would say probably at max, you can play this game if you want the high fidelity, and that's something you'd rather have than kind of smooth gameplay. Probably definitely better than consoles, which I think are hard locked at 30 FPS. So definitely an awesome improvement than the parallels test that I did last time. This guy's trying to run me off the road, but I am just playing like a normal. Oh my gosh, can't even drive straight. Now again, I am playing this on the couch, and a reminder that this is also off battery. So if you're ever wanting to game on the go on your new MacBook Pro 16-inch or 14-inch, this device is definitely capable, and the 32 gigabyte is capable of pushing to the max. So there is some slight stutter there, as you saw, and again, this was recorded in OBS, so not just kind of stuttering in the gameplay from my recollection, but also stuttering in a little bit in OBS. And of course, my settings are always at 15,000 kilobytes. So let's just bump right into the FPS. You can see here it is kind of at 30 at this frame rate, or at this kind of settings. These are the same settings that were run in that gameplay footage, which is basically everything high. So something that could impact you if you're a gamer is seeing that people don't like micro stutter. It's basically when you're at like 40 and then all of a sudden it drops low to 30. I would say that when I was playing, definitely playable, didn't notice too many dips. And of course, with OBS running, you probably get 10% more performance. Doesn't really impact. There's 10 CPU cores, and I was running off X264. So you could really see, not just set on normal, but set on high. Everything high, graphically, visually, just looks way better, in my opinion. I mean, not just in my opinion, like this straight fact. Look at the water. Look at all that jazz. So I actually exited the benchmark there, so there was some slight stuttering there, but we're going to take a look at a nice view for you, and then let's go into our comparison. Before I do that, I'm going to check the batteries. And guys, we started at 53%. So with some real-time gaming here, you could see the clock was at 11:42. This is still when the Packers are playing. We only got about like 8% drop, so definitely good energy performance and a little bit of swap memory used. That's a topic that people are talking about. But if you're going with M1 Max, the minimum RAM you could have is 32 gigabytes. So I think it's fair to say that you should be safe here. So another user that has been testing is Andrew, who runs Apple Gaming Wiki. And I just wanted to point out, because no one's actually pointed it out very easily from watching the content, is the FPS that you get that's running super fast is going to be when you're on the pirated version. So this M1 Max he's getting that's running 120 frames per second. Not only is running at normal, but isn't running the Steam version, it's the pirated version. So sometimes I think people need to make a call out when making this decision. Is there's still some compatibility issues to get the most out of the software.
Make me wanna puke. Ah, crap. I just love these records. They feel like something. Get out of the road, you stupid beast.